Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the electrifying quiz podcast, the 20 Questions Music Edition. We're thrilled to present the third episode, and of course this time we're delving into the mesmerising world of music. So get ready to put your musical prowess to the test, challenge your memory and immerse yourself in the harmonious melodies in this extraordinary quiz. Here's how the game unfolds. You have 20 music-related questions ahead of you, and as you progress, the challenge will crescendo. From iconic lyrics to the depths of music history, from legendary artists to obscure tunes, each question will strike a chord with your musical knowledge. To give you a fair chance, each question will be read twice, allowing you to tune into the rhythm before the timer starts ticking. But remember, you only have a brief 10 seconds to provide the correct answer. One wrong response and it's game over. This is a solo journey into the vast landscape of music, where your love for melodies and your passion for artists will be your guiding forces. From the classics to the contemporary, from the symphonies to the ballads, every question holds a note of musical brilliance waiting for you to unravel it. So are you up for the challenge? Can you conquer all 20 questions in this music edition? The pursuit of musical knowledge awaits you. So, without much further ado, let the countdown begin. Best of luck on your quest to defeat the 20 questions in our third music edition. Okay, here we go. Here's your first question in this music round of 20 questions. We start easy, and then we get harder as we go along. First question is this. The brothers Liam and Noel Gallagher are the founding members of which iconic 1990s indie group? The brothers Liam and Noel Gallagher are the founding members of which iconic 1990s indie group?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Liam and Noel are the founding members of Oasis. Oasis, a British rock band that achieved tremendous success and popularity during the 1990s, becoming one of the leading bands in the Brit-pop movement. Question 2. Who had a 1976 hit with the song Dancing Queen? Who had a 1976 hit with the song Dancing Queen?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
The 1976 hit song Dancing Queen was performed by the Swedish pop group ABBA. ABBA is the right answer. Third question is this. Which singer's first big hit was Heartbreak Hotel? Which singer's first big hit was Heartbreak Hotel?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Heartbreak Hotel was the first big hit for the king, Elvis Presley. Elvis is the right answer. Question 4. Which female singer had a hit single with the song What a Girl Wants? Which female singer had a hit single with the song What a Girl Wants?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
What a Girl Wants is the second single from the self-titled album Christina Aguilera. Christina Aguilera is the correct answer. Question 5. Who had a UK number 1 hit in 1972 with You Wear It Well? Who had a UK number 1 hit in 1972 with You Wear It Well?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
The correct answer is Rod Stewart. had the number 1 UK hit in 72 with You Wear It Well. The song was released as a single from his album Never a Dull Moment and quickly became a commercial success. Question 6. What was the debut single of the Pet Shop Boys, which hit the UK number 1 spot in 1985? What was the debut single of the Pet Shop Boys, which hit the UK number 1 spot in 1985?
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
The debut single of the Pet Shop Boys in 85 that got to number 1 was West End Girls. Released in April 1985, it quickly became a massive hit, reaching the top of the singles chart later that year. Question 7. What was the surname of the 3 brothers who were in the original lineup of the Beach Boys? What was the surname of the 3 brothers who were in the original lineup of the Beach Boys?
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
The surname of the 3 brothers who were in the original lineup of the Beach Boys is Wilson. It was Brian, Carl and Dennis Wilson. Over a third of the way there. How have you got on? Did the Beach Boys slip you up? Did you wipe out on that question? Or how about this one? Question 8. Which UK garage artist released the debut album Born to Do It? Which UK garage artist released the debut album Born to Do It?
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Born to Do It was released by Craig David. The album was released in 2000 and became a massive success, propelling Craig David to international fame. Born to Do It featured the hit singles Fill Me In, 7 Days and Walking Away. Question 9. Who was the guitarist in The Who who wrote the rock opera Tommy? Who was the guitarist in The Who wrote the rock opera Tommy?
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Tommy was written by Pete Townsend. Tommy, a critically acclaimed rock opera released by The Who in 1969. Townsend, the band's primary songwriter and guitarist, composed the music and wrote the lyrics for the entire album. Just approaching the halfway mark. 9 questions down, 11 to go. How are you doing right now? Are you still in the game? You got 9 right in a row? You've had an easy start. Now we get a little bit more difficult with question 10. From which country does the band Sigur Rós come from? From which country does the band Sigur Rós come from?
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Sigur Rós come from Iceland. Iceland is the right answer. Question 11. Which US vocalist had a 1966 UK number 1 hit with These Boots Are Made for Walking? Which US vocalist had a 1966 UK number 1 hit with These Boots Are Made for Walking?
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
These Boots Are Made for Walking was a massive hit in the 60s for Nancy Sinatra. The song was released in January 1966 and quickly became a massive hit, reaching the top of the UK singles chart. These Boots Are Made for Walking is one of Nancy Sinatra's most iconic songs and became a signature tune for her. Question 12. Who recorded the 2001 album Hot Shot? Who recorded the 2001 album Hot Shot?
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
The 2001 album Hot Shot was recorded by the Jamaican reggae and dancehall artist Shaggy. Hot Shot is Shaggy's 5th studio album and was released in 2001. The album was a commercial success, achieving widespread popularity and critical acclaim. Question 13. Movie soundtracks. The song Nobody Does It Better featured in which James Bond film? The song Nobody Does It Better featured in which James Bond film?
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
The song Nobody Does It Better was featured in the Bond film The Spy Who Loved Me, released in 1977, starred Roger Moore as James Bond. Nobody Does It Better was performed by Carly Simon and served as the theme song for the film. Ramping up the pressure, ramping up the difficulty now. 7 left. Question 14. Which Canadian singer recorded the albums Blue and Miles of Isles? Which Canadian singer recorded the albums Blue and Miles of Isles?
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
The Canadian singer who recorded the albums Blue and Miles of Isles is Joni Mitchell. Blue is Joni Mitchell's 4th studio album, released in 1971. It is considered one of her most iconic and influential albums, featuring introspective and emotionally raw songs that showcase her poetic lyrics and unique folk jazz style. Miles of Isles is a live double album by Joni Mitchell, released in 74, and features recordings from a 74 concert tour and includes performances of her well-known songs both from Blue and other albums. 6 left. Which rap band was formerly known as Spectrum City? Which rap band was formerly known as Spectrum City?
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
The rap band formerly known as Spectrum City is Public Enemy. Public Enemy is a pioneering and influential hip-hop group that emerged in the 1980s. The group was formed in Long Island, New York in '85. Initially, Public Enemy was known as Spectrum City, but they later changed their name to Public Enemy after Chuck D, one of the founding members, was inspired by the lyrics of the song Public Enemy No. 1 by the hip-hop group Run DMC. 5 left. 5 left on this music edition of 20 questions. Question 16 is this. How old was reggae legend Bob Marley when he died? How old was reggae legend Bob Marley when he died?
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Reggae legend Bob Marley was 36 years old when he died. Born on February the 6th, 1945 in 9 Mile, Jamaica, and unfortunately passing away on May the 11th, 1981 in Miami after battling cancer. 4 left. Four questions left. Question 17 is this. Aston, Rizzo, Stevenson, Gilvia are members of which 1980s rock group? Aston, Rizzo, Stevenson and Gilvia are members of which 1980s rock group?
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Aston, Rizzo, Stevenson and Gilvia are members of the 1980s group Gene Loves Jezebel. Gene Loves Jezebel is a British gothic rock and alternative rock band formed in 1980. I did say they get tough at this point, and if you've got that one right, I still got 3 more that could catch you out. Question 18 is this: which rap and vocal band achieved their only top 5 hit in the UK in 1991 with Wiggle It? Which rap and vocal band achieved their only UK top 5 hit in 1991 with Wiggle It?
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Wiggle It was a top 5 hit in 1991 for Two in a Room. Two in a Room is the right answer. It reached number 3 in the UK singles chart after being released in 1990. Two in a Room is a dance music group formed by producers Rafael Vargas and Elvin Molina. They were known for their energetic dance and hip-hop infused tracks, and Wiggle It remains one of their most successful, memorable songs. 2 left. Question 19. The Mavericks, who had a top 5 hit in the 90s with Dance the Night Away, had only one other UK top 40 hit in that decade. What was it called? The Mavericks, who had a top 5 hit in the 90s with Dance the Night Away, had only one other top 40 UK hit in that decade. What was it called?
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
It reached number 27 in 1998 and it was called I've Got This Feeling. I've Got This Feeling is the right answer. So are you dancing the girl night away to question 20? Or will the last question trip you up? This is the question you need to get right to defeat 20 Questions Music, and it's this. Which musicians wrote Chris Farlow's 1966 number 1 hit, Out of Time? Which musicians wrote Chris Farlow's 1966 number 1 hit, Out of Time?
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
This is the answers you need to get right to defeat 20 Questions Music. Have you got 19 right in a row? This is the answer you're weighing on. The 1966 number 1 hit Out of Time by Chris Farlow was written by Mick Jagger and Keith Richards of the Rolling Stones. The song was originally recorded by the Rolling Stones for their album Aftermath in the same year, but it was later covered by Chris Farlow, and his version became a massive hit in the UK, reaching the number 1 spot in the UK singles chart. Mick Jagger and Keith Richards' songwriting talents, covered with Chris Farlow's soulful vocals, made Out of Time a memorable and successful song of the 1960s. And we are out of time on 20 Questions Music for this week's. How did you do? How did you get on this week? Did you get 20 right in a row? I want to hear about it. I'll give you a shout out next time. Go to Twitter at 20 Questions Quiz or send us an email. 20, the word 20, questionsquiz@gmail.com. Keen to hear your thoughts on how the podcast is doing, how we can improve, and hopefully you are enjoying it. Remember, music on Tuesday. Tuesday is Music Day. Thursday for the original 20 Questions Quiz, where we test your general knowledge. And on Saturdays, it is Sports Day. A sports quiz for all you sports nuts. Challenge your friends, challenge your family, see how far they can get on 20 questions. From me, Johnny Bryan, thank you so much for your company. I'll see you next time. Bye for now.